Okay, people, this has been taking a while to get ready, so I hope you guys appreciate it. Hello, guys, and welcome to episode number 12 of my Mana and Artifice playthrough. And at the end of the previous episode, I mentioned how I was going to be working on a magical setup of crop harvesting using this ritual. I believe this is the ritual of the Harvest Moon. Yeah, Reap of the Harvest Moon. And as you guys can see, we've got this little area here where the plants are being automatically harvested, and that's what the ritual does. I thought I needed a total of 3 constructs, but it turns out I only need 2, so I don't need this delegation station. But either way, with my experimenting off camera, I figured out that this ritual, it will just automatically harvest plants that are fully grown, taking a few life points from my soul network, but I figured out a way to increase my soul capacity. And by that, I mean I just added a few more constructs down here. I believe the total is 11. There are just a lot of constructs down there that now are, being used to just power up my blood orb, leaving me with 1 million life points at almost all times, which means that I probably could try to resummon the Meteor, which I'm going to do later. However, I need to start doing the summoning process for these golems constructs, and in order to do that, I need to create their parts. I've already created all of the construct frame, and where did my rods go? Never mind, they're right here. I've already created all the pieces that I need for these constructs, and now I just need to put the pieces in. So the first thing that I'm going to be making here is a construct tank torso, as it says over there, and this will allow me to, actually I'm going to take out a few extra pieces, to have the construct store water, which is a very nice feature, because that is the construct that is going to be watering the plants, making them grow faster. And in case you are wondering why I took out a few of the pieces of materials from this, it is because there are occasionally, if you're just creating a basic torso and basic legs, the symbols, the only difference is that the, I believe the legs have an extra one of those symbols at the end. So in order to craft it properly, you do have to have not all the bits in, draw all the symbols, and then put in the materials. That's a nice tip if you guys didn't know. By the way, I've got my tank torso. I'm also going to make a basic torso, and I'm also going to make a set of heads. And actually, here's another scenario where you probably should take out the extra bits, because you have to draw the correct shape, that being the circle. But if I had drawn the incorrect shape, I would have gotten another torso, which would have been annoying again. Pretty much. If you can't be sure of which symbol you're drawing, because I don't use this Z thing, you can just not put in all the materials. So continuing on, the tank torso does need nozzles in order to shoot out the water. Yeah, sorry for that random pause there. I was rereading the books. So according to the thing, it's a bit unclear if the nozzles need to, pretty much if both arms need to be nozzles or not, or I think that one of them may have to be a normal arm, but I can just create one nozzle arm and then make the other a not nozzle arm as needed, because nozzle arms are pretty expensive. They require these construct frame rods, which are created from superheated Ventium, purified superheated Ventium ingots, which are crafted from iron nugget Ventium dust, which is then smelted down, which is then smelted down again, which, well, you do have the ore multiplication, so 1 iron ingot turns into 4 of these. They're still, the price adds up a bit. Just in case, I will craft the extra arm, but I'm pretty sure I don't need this extra arm. But, you know, it's better to be safe than sorry. And now the grabber arms for the other constructs. Well, construct. Whoa, this is so weird. I don't... How did that happen? I think that is just... Oh my gosh. What? It appears that you can use the nozzle arms even if you don't have that on the construct. That's so weird. Either way, now it's time to start activating this construct. So I'm going to charge him up with Earth Affinity because I accidentally switched all my spells to Earth Affinity. And I can't find my Book of Rote. Highlighted is the Book of Rote. I found it, guys! Which means that I've got no Air Affinity, which is what I typically give constructs. But if this guy gets attacked, he's going to have essentially is this like 70% damage resistance to melee attacks, which is pretty good. Except I don't think they're going to be attacked by anything. Now, fortunately, they don't have to move very fast because I can just pick them up, and then they don't have to move fast because I can just fling all the way over to here. Now, this guy's been put down over here. So this lodestar says to gather water from this water source over here, and then to spray water in this area. I'm gonna see how that goes. So you start by filling up with a bit of water. Oh, nice! They fill up completely with water. That is great. Yeah, and they can fill up with all the way to with 13 buckets of water. So this may take a bit. Oh, they don't have enough water to water this area. Huh. So it appears as if I need to adjust the area that they're watering. So right now I have them set to water this entire area, and just to doubly make sure that that is the area they're watering instead of like a super big area that I don't know where it is. I'm gonna just double check here, and yeah, they still don't have enough water. And it just occurred to me, my Book of Rote's right here. And I know from the book that it doesn't matter what size the water tank is. And by that I mean, like, if I were to say build the tank out of diamonds, it would not impact anything. So that means that right now they're their maximum water capacity, which means I just need to decrease the area. Instead of doing the thing that I usually do and just trying to go for the exact perfect amount of area, I'm just gonna select this much. If I'm being completely honest, I just want to see this work. Oh, you can see the water tank in the back. Okay, that's cool. Either way, let's see, can you water now, please? Okay, the area is still too big. What? Okay, then, so I guess I will make the other half of the area, like, from here to there. I mean, you'd think that my guy would be able to water the area. Wait, yeah! The water's being sprinkled. I didn't really see a difference in the area. Is this just normal watering? Well, I mean, according to the book, it might make a difference, so I guess I'm just gonna leave that there. Also, it does look cool to have the guy just shooting water everywhere. I hope that is, like, actually doing something. I am testing to see if I can water these plants, and it does seem like they're not being hydrated, which would mean that a different effect is occurring. So I guess that may actually be being watered. And by that I mean their effects, the yield being increased. That was a lot of work just for a little bit of watering. And honestly, not in that big of an area. Well, I guess with that, we have gotten construct 1 out of 2 constructed and set up. And now let's take care of construct number 2. Construct number 2 just being the same exact thing that Fred is, except I apparently forgot to make a set of legs. Now that I've gotten that taken care of, this actually is the one that does matter to have the movement speed bonus, because this guy is going to be collecting the items. Okay, now I got this guy over here, and now we can get them set up to start picking up all these items. So just for a quick demonstration of as to what this guy's commands are, they are to gather items in the area where the crops are being harvested, and then put it into this hopper right here. The reason why I'm changing up the area is because I'm noticing that some of the crops are falling over the edge or like going all the way out to here. So I'm going to increase the area by just a little bit. I'll make the area include that block right there and that block up there to make it a little bit higher, and also to fully include the area. And now I'm going to set this guy to get working, and I'm going to see what happens. Okay, they're just picking items up, plopping them all in here. Looks good. And actually, I'm looking around. It does appear like there are a great deal more items in the area that's being watered than the area that's not being watered. That's a good sign. Now, if I'm being completely honest, the best benefit for what the other guy is doing is the Ender Cup, so that they can carry even more items, making it so that they don't have to run and forth quite as much. However, as it is, I think they'll be fine. When they catch up, they'll probably remain caught up. Otherwise, I could try to give them a variety of storage torso. But with that done, I'm ready to start summoning a Meteor. Now, I've done a bit of research, and according to the thing, this Meteor summoning does require 1 million life points, which currently is my capacity. So I am going to have to turn off all of the rituals while I am doing this Meteor summoning. And according to the thing, it needs a catalyst, that being an iron block, being one of them. However, I did have an iron block previously, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a iron block on the ground as well as in the ritual area. And then I'm also going to have an iron ingot in both of those places, just in case those materials will, have better effects or something like that. Otherwise, here's the iron block and iron ingot. And iron block and ingot. Oh. Actually, whoa! What just happened? Oh! A meteor was summoned, I guess. I'm gonna have to mine to get my stuff back. Okay. That was unexpected. Let's see. So now I have got my stuff back, and I can actually observe. Wow! This thing is big. Wait, and I still have 1 million life points. Wait, was that the previous summoning of the meteor? Oh, that is interesting. However, I now have to mine this meteor, so I guess that we can now see what this meteor is made up of and what materials I get by mining it. Wow, this is just the, I'd say I'm about, like, halfway through mining this meteor, unless it continues to go underground. And wow, this thing is huge. I was very wrong. Very, very wrong. That was not the halfway point. In fact, this meteor continues to go underground. Okay, I think that is all from this meteor. Although there may be a bit more under there, I just have kept on digging, and I'm pretty sure that's the end of the ridiculous sized area that meteor gave us. Okay, so just general yield from the meteor. We have a lot of copper, a lot of iron, a lot of lapis, a lot of redstone, some gold, no coal or diamonds though, which both would have provided me a chimmerite, so I'm a little bit sad about that. Although I do know that there are higher tiers of this. However, in order to do that, I would have to get a bunch of runes of the orb, which I definitely can create in the near future, especially considering that I have all those constructs. Probably between episodes, I'm going to continue to create a bunch of stuff, runes, until I can try out the higher tier meteors. Although I'm pretty sure those highest tier meteors require like 2 million life points each. However, because I have the constructs, I have infinite life points. Don't worry about that at all. So from there, I got, let's see, I'd say that's right around like half a chest of copper in total, as well as maybe a quarter chest of lapis and redstone, like 6 stacks or so of cobblestone, a little bit of deep slate, a little bit of mossy cobble, as well as a little bit of gold. This was very interesting to try out, and actually one thing that I do find to be interesting is that this is the only form of deep slate that I know of that is renewable. Not that that was anybody's concern, but it's a thing now. Yeah, so actually with all of these materials, I don't think that I'm going to need to be doing mining anytime soon. I think that my first instinct should be to summon another meteor. However, next episode I'm going to try to experiment around with that. I'm going to create enough of these runes of the orb in order to increase my capacity to ridiculous levels. However, in order to do that, I will be needing to probably replace quite a few of these runes, actually. However, if I replace any of these runes of sacrifice, I feel like the area down here will be filled with many more constructs. But thus is the way of blood magic. Also, I think that I will call this construct over here Jimmy, because in one of my videos I asked what should I name some future constructs, and a reply said Jimmy. So here we have Jimmy, the construct. He gathers lots of plants. In fact, while I'm thinking about it, I probably should reactivate these rituals. As you can see, that just harvest the entire area. It's massive. I probably should get Jimmy a little bit of help, if I'm being completely honest. However, everybody, that's all the time that I have for today. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you guys very, very soon.